So everyone, let us imagine that this area here is the village. Okay. And in the village, you have different people coming. So now with the blue paper, you can now open it and just hold and show everyone what is written there. So here, there are villagers coming, walking around the village. And then we have a media reporter, we have the police. Sungu Sungu, is that correct? Yes. And then the village chairman. Okay. So in this village, everyone knows each other, then they happily live together and do their work. Okay, so this is the village that they are in. So one day, there was someone not from the village. Can I ask the thief to come in? So the thief comes in without anyone knowing, so while everyone was doing, and the thief tries to steal from some of the villagers. And of course, the Sungu Sungu is the one who walks around and looks and knows the community and notices that there is someone who is not from the village. Okay. And then she was also asking if what was happening, and the villagers was also saying that there was a thief that came to them. So what does usually the Sungu Sungu does when she notices that there was something different happening in the village? It goes to question the thief. Yes, to question the thief. It's asking where to investigate. Okay, to investigate, correct. So usually she will ask and check if she is from here. And then apparently she is not. And there has been reports that there has been something happening. So now the Sungu Sungu will now go and report this to the... No, not yet. Because the police may not be here. To the village chairman. Okay, to the village chairman. So you go to the village chairman and share what you have noticed. Yes. And now given this report, the village chairman now calls for a meeting. And now he specifically, so the Sungu Sungu is there. She asked that the police come as well as the media reporter. And they called for a meeting and discussed that there was something different happening in the village. Okay? So now they established that there is someone who is not from the village and is stealing things. Okay? So now the village chairman says to the police and the media reporter to go and find and capture the thief. Okay, the police capture the thief, and then the media reporter, of course, what does the media reporter does? They take pictures and make a report out of it. Yes? Yes? Okay. So now the police will take out the thief to the prison. And now the village is happy again. But that is not the only thing that happens. After that police incident, the media reporter writes in the newspaper. So I will get this back. So after writing the newspaper, you will give out the newspaper, the report to everyone. So just give a report to everyone, a copy. Okay. Yeah. So now there is a media report. There's the newspaper. So everyone in the village knows that the thief looks like her. Okay. Just so that I'll just give this back. Okay. So so that you will not be confused. Let me just get the newspapers again, so you will not be confused. So the village knows. No? So the village knows. So the next time the thief comes back again because she went out of prison, what do you think the village will do now? Yes. So everyone knows. Okay, so basically the thief will not be able to do anything anymore. Okay. So this is this is how our immune system works. Okay, so let me just give you what were their roles. So the normal cells in the body, our body is made up of, what is the smallest unit? It is the cells. And then the cells make into tissues, and then the tissues make into organs and organ systems, and that's it. Okay. So in this village, the normal cells would be the villagers. So just hold that. First the other villager, normal cells. And then the village chairman is in our immune system is called the CD4. Okay? it's now mixed up. The sungu-sungu is the M cell. Okay? And then the media reporter is the B cell. So let us just show your role and then your medical name. Okay? So the villagers are the ones in our body that are usually, and then the thief is, let us just put this as, the thief as a disease. Okay? You see that? And the police, of course. Sorry. Oh, I missed to...
Who's the police?
Me.
Just write something. But the police is very important. So the police is... CD8. Okay. The police is CD8. So as CD8 cells. So see the CD4 and this is CD8. Okay? So the body, this is how our immune system defends us from disease. So as you can see, the white blood cells, which would be CD4, M cell, B cell, and CD8, they were described as the soldiers of the body that defends us from disease. But as you can see, they have very different functions, and they work as a team to protect normal cells. Okay, so M cell, you can also call it as the marching cell. So like what the sungu-sungu does, it goes around marching around the village to check if there is an invader or disease. So that is why the thief is a disease. It's not from the village, that comes from outside and does damage to the villagers. Okay, so now we see that. Let me just get these roles again, just so we will ask again. And now we will try to understand what does HIV do in the body. Okay, so now it's a normal day again. The thief is you go back to wherever village you are, and it's a normal day. Everyone is going around the village doing their works. You can just go around. And now there is a visitor, and I ask you. Okay.
You've got to be suspicious of these visitors.
There are two visitors that came. Okay. Let me first start with the one visitor, okay? So there's a new visitor, so what happens? It goes to the villagers, the drug pusher, and tries to sell drugs, for example, to the villagers, okay? And normally, what would happen? Who would notice it? Who would notice it? It would be the... Okay. And then the sungu-sungu sees what's happening. What will she do? She will report to the chairman. And then when now they're discussing, the village chairman would call the police and the
media.
Okay, and have a discussion, and then calls the police and the media to get the drug pusher. Okay, so the police comes and gets the drug pusher, and the media takes and makes a report. Okay, makes a report, and then the police takes away the drug pusher. And then again, the cycle is the media reporter makes a newspaper and gives it around. So in this, I forgot to give you what is the purpose of the newspaper? The newspaper is actually to inform everyone of who the invader is. But what JP was saying earlier, the newspaper are the antibodies. Okay, so whenever an invader comes in, the body makes a record of it, a newspaper. So for example, what are the kind of diseases when we get sick and then we don't get sick of it again? What are our examples of that? Chickenpox. So once you get chickenpox, you don't get it again. That is because our body has made newspapers or antibodies informing everyone once that the chickenpox, or like the thief, for example, would come back again, it would kill it automatically. So the process of actually the village chairman, or sungu-sungu first, oh no, there's an invader, and then goes to the village chairman, and the village chairman calls for the meeting with the police and the reporter. That takes time. And while they are meeting, actually the thief, for example, continues to steal things, or the drug pusher continues to sell drugs, and that is illness. That is when we have a fever, we have rashes, so that we have chickenpox. So that is the moment that the body is fighting the infection, but it is in the process. But when you are immune, so when the drug pusher comes in again, for example, we've made the report. So the drug pusher and the thief come again, for example. Okay? When the drug pusher and the thief come again, the police goes directly to arrest them. So the drug pusher and the police could not affect the drug pusher and the thief could not affect the villager anymore. Meaning you will not get sick because you are already immune. Okay? So now what makes HIV different? So today is a very different day. So there is someone who comes in by the name of the drug lord. Okay, so the drug lord means the same thing here, which is the big boss of the drug pushers, right? Okay. So the drug lord comes in, and then goes to the villagers maybe to talk. But then the sungu-sungu, of course, notices that this person is not from this village. So the sungu-sungu goes to checks and then investigates and asks. And then would go to the village chairman. But the drug lord is different. The drug lord goes to the village chairman and talks to her. So now, but the drug lord is different because the drug lord kills the village chairman. Kills. So the drug lord has killed the village chairman. Actually, the drug lord becomes the village chairman. So our village chairman is dead. Okay? So now, a new thief and a new drug pusher comes in. Okay? And now they go directly to the villagers. And now the sungu-sungu is, of course, her job is to check that these are people who are not from here. So what will the sungu-sungu do next? To the chairman. But the chairman is dead. So actually the village chairman is now the drug lord. Okay? So now what happens to the village? Okay. But actually, these things, even if the village chairman is dead, there are also other villages where this is happening. So while this is happening, the body will fight back. So it goes to the same process wherein while the village chairman is still alive, she would call the media reporter and the police to try to fight the drug lord. But the drug lord is very powerful and kills all the village chairmen, so the thief and the drug pushers can go in the villages. So, and during this process, the media reporter actually sees that this is happening. So the media reporter will still make a newspaper and distribute. But this process takes a while. So it takes 3 to 6 months. So that is why when we do an HIV test, there's a window period. Because that is the time when the media reporter is still making the report. And the whole body is not yet aware. So when we do an HIV test, it only detects the antibodies or those little information that the HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus, is in the body. Okay? So it works as a team, but HIV, what it does differently is it disables the teamwork. Okay? It actually replaces the village chairman and allows everyone else to do. So what do you think now with the medication the ARVs that we take to protect us from AIDS, actually, even if you're infected for HIV, not to make us sicker. What do you think now? Given the story of the village, where does the medication come in? Okay, can I ask the ones with the thief, the drug pusher, and the drug lord to be here? Okay, so the medication is something like this. So can I ask the village chairman to be resurrected and be here?
It's Easter.
It's Easter. So, what happens with when someone takes the medication? Okay, so what happens is this, what she's wearing, if you think of it as an armor, it's a protection. So when the drug lord comes and talks to the village chairman, the village chairman actually doesn't want to be affected by what he is saying. That I will offer you money and all those stuff. She will not be affected because she has this protection. So the drug lord goes around, and then the drug lord cannot influence any village chairman. So the medication protects the CD4. So even if HIV is there, and even if the police is not effective in killing the drug lord, it will not kill the village chairman to do its work in defending itself